So I had a customer reach out about me slabbing some logs into some slabs. Now these are really tiny logs, they're like mini logs. So I'm gonna make some mini slabs out of them. And I brought the logs back here and I went to get my jig that I use to slab logs on my bandsaw, and I can't find it. I don't know if I threw it away or lent it to someone. I don't know who would need it, but anyway, it's gone. So I'm gonna make a new one and I'm gonna show you how I do that. Check it out. So assuming you have a bandsaw, the first thing you're gonna wanna do is measure what your maximum clearance is. For mine, it's just shy of 16 inches. It's about 15 3/4. I like to make the fence on the jig just over half as tall as my maximum capacity. So since it's 15 3/4, I'm gonna make mine 16 inches. I do this because I figure the largest log I can run through this is 16 inches, right? And if I have, imagine a round piece of wood here, the halfway point in theory is gonna be the widest point here. That's where I'm gonna wanna attach. So I figure that'll be about 8 inches. And if I'm a little over, that's fine. If I'm under, then we have a problem. So that's what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be 8 inches tall. Check this out. So I already set my fence to 8 inches. I'm actually gonna make the vertical piece and the horizontal piece both 8 inches wide. And those will get reinforced with some braces, which I'll show you next. I just grabbed a piece of scrap 3/4 inch ply for this. It's just a jig, so you don't need anything special or fancy. I mean, you can if you want to, but I'm not gonna.
Start it up.
So, here's our jig. It's very simple. It's a 90-degree jig. This will reference the bandsaw table, and this will reference the piece of wood. A screw, well, probably a few screws will go through here into the log that's going to be a resawed, and this will reference against the bandsaw's fence. Pretty simple idea, but it works great. So let's see it in action. So the jig ended up working out really well. And I knew it would because I've made this before, and it's, you know, it's not my design. It's a tried and true design that's worked for a long time. I don't even remember where I saw it the first time, but it worked. And that's really what matters. And also it's really simple to make. I think the hardest part about this jig is that you need a bandsaw that can actually mill up the wood. And that's the most prohibitive part. I mean, building the jig is 4 fairly small pieces of plywood and some screws. I mean, I don't even think I used glue on it. No, I didn't use glue on mine, so it's just screwed together. It's really not much. It just needs to be enough to hold the log in place for that initial cut. That's all you need it for. After that, you're just doing one more reference cut and then you're cutting slabs. So it's really simple. So from those 3 logs, I ended up getting all these little mini slabs. Pretty good haul, actually. There was a decent amount of waste. That's kind of the nature of the beast when you're cutting small logs up, but you know, this is a pretty good amount of wood. If this was gonna be my wood, I wouldn't, well, one, I wouldn't have it stacked on my planer, But 2, I'd also have it stickered, and those are just little pieces of wood separating the wood from each other. And that helps to wick away the moisture and expedite the drying process. Right now, this is gonna dry faster than this because there's no air movement in there. So it's not really optimal, but I'm gonna be delivering this to my customer in the next day or 2, so they're just gonna sit like this until then. Quick little rule of thumb is that wood takes 1 year per inch of thickness that it's cut at. So these are mostly 1.5 inches, and then there's a couple 2-inch ones. So in theory, they'll take 1 to 2 years to dry. But that's just a rule of thumb. It's not a hard rule. It varies wildly from species to species. So walnut though will probably take about that long. Also, these are some pretty small size slabs. I don't know what my customer is gonna do with them. My hope is that he'll get really excited about woodworking and buy some tools and then become addicted to woodworking and start a lifelong path of woodworking. That's my hope. Other than that, they're probably gonna really just become like floating shelves or some charcuterie boards or something. But either way, I hope he ends up making something cool with them. I hope this video was really helpful. If I didn't answer a question you had about this, please let me know down below in the comment section and I will answer that question as soon as I can. Also, if there's any videos you'd like to see on my channel, let me know down below in my comment section as well. Obviously, I like to keep it to woodworking and making, so you know, I'm probably not gonna restore like a 72 Camaro. I don't even know if that's a real year for a Camaro, so I'm the last guy you wanna actually see do that. So keep it to woodworking, but let me know if you'd like to see some videos on my channel. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks for watching this video. Have a good one.